Hello, hello, this is RexRed, and I am back with some more Cakewalk. Cakewalk, Cakewalk. We are going to work on this same song. I'm going to progress. I just had to have some dinner, and I took a little tiny nap. Now I'm ready to go back to work. So here we are, back in the song, and I think the first part, the first thing I'm going to work on is going to be the oohs. Like a castle wall. Now, my neighbors are out in the streets playing music in their cars, very loud, which is okay, I guess, if that's what they want to do. So we're going to go now into Melodyne. Into Melodyne. And we are looking for the oohs first. Okay, we have to select these to get them off. Ooh, 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 and ooh. All four oohs. Okay, we're going to get rid of the breaths in front. Okay. This is pretty much the same things you've seen me do before. We're going to take and chop the first little piece off the end here and here. And my neighbors have got their not sure what that is, but it's kind of loud. Okay, we'll take this little piece off here as well, and this little piece here. Okay, we're going to expand them out a little bit, so we're going to drag this into so we can really see what we're doing here. Okay, we want them all to begin at the same time. So we're going to start there. I didn't do too bad, just off by a little, but you know that tiny little bit is perceptible. Now what we want to do is we're going to select all of these, so Control A and select them all. And then I'm just going to tune them by double clicking on one of them. And then we're going to tune them a little bit more, like by doing this kind of thing. The pitch drift, it's called. Now I want this to start here. We're going to bring them up to maybe here. Somewhere about there. And this one's got to come here. Okay, and I think this one here has got to go up like that. Oh, I wanted to make some tea and I forgot. But that's okay. I don't know what that big noise. It sounds like a jet engine outside. I hope my sound is okay. Welcome, welcome. That's Sigmund's polka, Angus. It is. Hello, Angus! Oh, I don't know why, but I think those are funny, and it makes me laugh, but so, yeah. So we're going to line these up and get this part. Now I might have these going a little too long, but let's see. We'll decide if when we listen to it finally and find out. We're going to fix the pitch drift so I'm not drifting all over with my pitch. They just left. So apparently they just had a very loud exhaust, maybe. But we have silence again. Let's see what this sounds like now. What we have is more than the sky above, and all that we cherish, the best kind of love. Okay, so those are the oohs. So what we're going to do now is we're going to copy these oohs. We have 4 of them. Excuse me. And we are going to just copy them and set it here for now. Save this so I don't have to redo all that editing. Then we're going to move these down. Now I got to sneeze. Okay, I'm back again. Now we're going to minimize this a little bit so that I can kind of see them all in one. There's a lot to do in this song, but this is kind of the fun part. I think making songs, all the parts are kind of fun, but if I had to do one particular part like all the time, just edit all the time or something, I don't know that that would be very fun. But I get to do different parts. And how our love defines. Now let's see it. How many measures does that start? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 before I sing. So we've got to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So these have got to go somewhere up in here. All right. Our love is a castle that stands upon a hill, and in this retreat we are complete. Love. Okay. Love is mad. Okay, so now we have the ahs to do. So we go into Melodyne again. Okay, so we save this again. Well, we already did, I guess. Now we turn the oohs off and we go into the ahs. These are going to be a little more difficult to do. That's why I'd hold control and you can select more of them more at once. Okay, now we're going to get rid of the breaths at the beginning and the breaths in the middle. Okay, now we're going to select, okay, we got more of these. There's one up here and one there. And we've just got a bunch of work to do here. We can just start pretty much anywhere. Now I think we're going to shorten these ones to the third measure, third beat. And we're going to bring them up, tidy this up a little bit. And that one goes there. Then we're going to grab these here at the beginning. And we're going to go like this. And we're going to double click, select the pitch tool and tune them. And then they weren't that far off, but some of them I could hear, you know, that they were off. Now, if I didn't have these tools to do this with, well, then I would have to have sung them, gone back and resung them until they were perfect. And but having the ability to edit them saves me time. It means that I can make more songs than I would be able to. If you notice, I have to do everything. I don't have a band to help me out with this. So, love is magic, and love is a bird with wings wings do. Okay, so we have now these to do. Okay. Righty here. Now, this, and this, and this, and that, this, and we're going to just move this one over here, and bring that here, and this one here. Shorten that one a little bit as well. And fix the pitch drift a little bit on them. That one was pretty much. Now I have to take this little piece here. See how I over jumped it a little bit? And bring that down. Wings to the sky. Wings to the sky. Like a bug. All right, now we go here. Here, and we're going to fix the pitch drift on these as well. All right. Wings to the sky. Wings to the sky. Like a butterfly. Best kind of love. All right, so we have now our ahs are done, so we save this. Then we grab the ahs like this and do the same thing. We copy them. This doesn't always work. It all depends on, you can't always copy things and just use them in the second part of the song, but sometimes you can. And now we're going to go here. And excuse me, I am all crouped up from I just ate. I think we got to go. Oh, it would help. We are complete. Love. Okay, so I didn't quite get this one right either, so. Oh, edit, undo. These are just off by a hair. Okay, I can hear that. Our love is a castle that stands upon it. Okay. Now all of these, the oohs and ahs, just making sure, see, that one's not quite there. I want to make sure they're all at 0, and if I have to adjust them by later, I will. These haven't been EQ'd, and they haven't been EQ'd, and they haven't been compressed. So the next thing we're going to do now is, should we work on the harmonies or these? I think these would be fun to work on. Best kind of love. Why can't I hear them? Oh, I had to mute them down here so I could hear enough to. Now we have like the German airplanes flying overhead. So I just got done watching this Austrian show that was back in period piece, let's put it that way. So my brain is in a weird place, okay. All right, now that's down here where we're gonna, that's this one here. We're gonna unmute that. And we're gonna go into here and turn these off. 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna go down here. I might use these in another place in the song too, so that's all depends. Best kind of love, best kind of love, the best kind of love, best kind of love, the best kind of love, best kind of love. All right, so this one's not going to be so as easy as the oohs. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is tune it so that at least okay, now do I have, that should have played something, but it didn't, so, but okay. Okay, I'm going to turn this on so I can see maybe. See, now these ones are like kind of late, and I'm not sure if I will want to take credit for that. Sometimes my computer does that, but this time I think it might have been me singing them late. Okay, save this so I don't have to do this again. Okay, something's really weird going on here. I've lost sound. Why? Okay, something is wrong here. Missing. Okay, for some reason my sound is turned off, so we'll save this. Close Cakewalk. Reopen. Okay. I think we're still on 6. I'll know if it brings me right back there to, yeah. What a mess. Okay, we gotta zoom in on these again. All right, now we can see them even clearer. We we have love. Bessie had Bessie had love. Bessie had love. Bessie had Bessie. Best kind of love, the best you have. 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 Best you have. Love, that's best you have. Best you have. Love, that's kind of that's kind of love. 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 Best you have. That's kind of that's. I didn't do these very well. That's kind of love. That's kind of love. Best you have. Love. That's kind of love. Best you have. Love. That's kind of love. That's kind of love. Best. That's kind of love. Best you have. That's kind of love. That's kind of love. Best you have. Okay. best kind of love, the best kind of love, best kind of love. Best you have, best you have, best you have, love. 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 Best kind of, best you have, love. Best kind of 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 love. The best love. Best kind of love. Best kind of love. The best. Save this. Best kind of love. The best. Best kind of love. Okay, save this. Best. Best. We best. 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 So I don't want to cut off the V too much. Have, or it's going to say like I'm saying hab. So rehab. So you just want to have it so it sounds like we have. Okay, so these are a little off. And this is where I say the, and it's like a little tiny, quick little the. And that's the breath there. So, now you notice there's a little line that goes down here. Sometimes I don't always put it where this line is. I'm kind of have a habit of putting it where that line begins. Not always, but it's because when you start a word, like sometimes like there, if you notice at the beginning I go there, right? And so sometimes that's because, and you don't want the at the beginning. You want the air part, the air, you know. So just think about that as the way words are, and use your own discretion. And sometimes the program marks it a certain way, but it doesn't always hear it right. So sometimes the program's wrong too. So you just have to use your ears and kind of. But I have a habit like this right here. I want it to be there instead of so that those lines all kind of start at the beginning time there. Now we get rid of this breath. Make sure they're all. You know what's really weird is that people from different eras of music, they hear music differently. It's like, and also from different countries. With American music, and I can't say that in general because I would just say with certain styles of music, we mess with harmony a lot, okay? And so we play with harmonies and we put certain tones together with other tones that in other countries or other eras of music that was just unheard of. To put a certain note with other notes. It was always a very straightforward kind of sound. And so when you're used to that, when you live in that era or that country and you're used to that kind of harmonic, cluster of sounds, you're used to it. But if you hear that cluster of sounds and you're not used to that cluster of sound, your brain can just immediately hear it and say, oh, that doesn't sound right. It just, because your brain hasn't been trained, the muscle in your ear hasn't been trained to distinguish those tones and say, that's okay, and so it just sounds really off to you. And So people people are all different the way they hear music, and I I I put a lot of sounds together that probably don't belong together, but I just do it because it's the way, because I'm so used to hearing so many different kinds of harmonies and sounds and all that that's just the way I do things. So okay. I have had some weird problems all day. It's playing, but there's no sound. So save changes. So we got that problem again. We're just losing my. I wonder if this. Okay, that failed. So what? Something here is grabbing my. So we're going to turn quit Skype, quit Splice, and see if maybe these things are messing with my sound. Something is apparently. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, best kind of love. We're going to go here and open this. And I'm going to go into the settings. Hopefully we'll fix this. Go into preferences. Playback and recording. And we're going to say suspend audio when Cakewalk is not in focus. So maybe by suspending the audio, it won't actually just shut it off. What we have is more than the sky above, and all that we cherish, the best kind of love. Love is magic, and love is a bird with wings to the sky, like a butterfly. The best kind of love, the best kind of love. You fill every dream in how your love beams. The best kind. Okay, that part has the best kind of love. The best kind of love. Okay, this is the best kind of love. Best kind of love. The best kind of love. Best kind of love. The best kind of love. Best kind of love. The best kind of love. Okay, so it's starting to take some shape here. I have to now work on the harmonies. So, like a star that shines.